Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
NSW Rain Live Updates. Evacuation orders for Woronora and Bonnet Bay. Sydney passes annual rain total. Sydney and large swathes of NSW's coast are enduring another day of downpours. Evacuation orders have been issued, and the Harbour City this morning passed its annual average rainfall total less than 4 months into the year. Follow the latest developments live. Key events live updates. Where to find emergency assistance and information if your life is at risk. Call 000 000 immediately. Roads and bridges may be impacted by flash flooding. Evacuation warning for Camden NSW SES is advising residents and businesses within the following parts of Camden to prepare to evacuate in the next few hours. Choosing not to evacuate may mean you become trapped without power, water and essential services, and it may be too dangerous for the SES to rescue you. Update on the Nepean River. The upper Nepean River at Menangle may reach the major flood level of 12.2 metres early this afternoon, the NSW SES says. Based on this prediction provided by the Bureau of Meteorology, it is expected the following areas will be impacted by dangerous floodwaters. Properties in the following areas will then become isolated. This would see the following roads cut off by flooding. Too many people driving through floodwaters. The Rural Fire Service is pleading with people to stop driving through floodwaters after another motorist had to be rescued in Glenfield, in southwest Sydney. The person became trapped on a bridge on Cambridge Avenue at the Glenfield Causeway, which is completely flooded. The driver has since been rescued by technical rescue firefighters. Woronora prepares for the worst. Belinda Janssen has lived on the Woronora River for 36 years and says she has never seen it run as fast as it is this morning. "We're a little nervous," she said. "Our property is up quite high, so there is not much danger of us being flooded, but for those properties that are a bit lower it's a real worry." Ms Janssen and her son used rope to secure their jetty after a bend appeared. NSW Rural Fire Service volunteers are door knocking in the area to urge people to evacuate in the next half hour. Cars swallowed by floodwaters in Dapto. Heavy rainfall lashing the Illawarra is having a major impact on roads across the region. In Dapto, a couple of locals had to push their car out of rising floodwaters on Bong Bong Road. Another car could not be saved. Matt Price from the SES says teams were called to 3 flood rescues in the area overnight as people ignore warnings not to drive into water. "We had 2 in Nowra on Albatross Road and 1 in Dapto. That was multiple cars in Darks Road about 4 a.m. He said evacuation order issued for Bonnet Bay. Anyone in low-lying parts of Bonnet Bay must now also evacuate by 11:30 a.m., the SES says. This applies to residents and businesses in Johnson Close, Arthur Place and properties on Lower Washington Drive backing onto Johnson Close. People can evacuate safely by proceeding east on Washington Drive towards Tudor Road and Sutherland. Staying put means you may become trapped without power and water, and the SES may not be able to rescue you. Residents are advised to take drinking water and food with them. Woronora must evacuate. The NSW SES says residents and businesses in low-lying parts of Woronora must evacuate by 11:30 a.m. This includes those on. People who stay may become trapped without power, water and other essential services, and it may be too dangerous for the SES to conduct rescues. This is because once the floodwater reaches 1.7 metres at the Woronora Bridge, the area becomes isolated. The SES says anyone who is unable to stay with family or friends can head to an evacuation centre that has been established at Club Menai. A large amount of debris, including a 10-metre-long pipe, pontoon and tin boat, has already been seen floating down the Woronora River. Here is what rain is on the way. Sydney will see possible rainfall totals of 70 to 100 millimetres today. Heavy rainfall is also occurring on the south coast, Illawarra and southern Hunter. The coastal trough may then extend further inland to reach the southern tablelands and central tablelands throughout the day. Although the Bureau of Meteorology says this weather system shouldn't bring intense rainfall, there is a small chance of locally intense rainfall around coastal areas north of Wollongong. Conditions are expected to ease tonight. Sydney smashes through yearly rainfall total. Sydney has passed its annual long-term average rainfall total in just over 3 months, as another deluge hits the city today. The long-term average rainfall total of 1,213.4 mm is calculated using more than 150 years of records. In the year to 9 am today, 1,226.8 mm of rain has been recorded at Sydney's Observatory Hill weather station. What you need to know about evacuations and flooding. Residents in low-lying areas of Woronora and Bonnet Bay in the Sutherland Shire must